Hey guys, how's it going today? Happy Tuesday, you guys. Thanks for joining me. We'll get all set up here. All right, come on in. Today's training is going to be about how to repurpose your content into a month's worth of social media post. So this training today is meant to make your lives easier because I know you guys are busy, as we all are. I'm just going to pop in here and make sure in the group that I can see my live video. Okay, looks good. So I want to know who is joining me today. If you are joining me for this training today, drop me a line, say hello in the comments. I'd love to know where you're watching from. So drop me a line and let me know where you're watching from. And if there's somebody watching with you. I know lots of you have kids with you in the background, or I have my two cats, Mongo and Jujubee. So if you have a pet who's watching with, let me know who's watching with you. Okay, so let's get going here. How to repurpose a month's worth of content, or how to repurpose your content into a month's worth of social media post. So I'm gonna do a little share screen here. I'm going to go away on the video again, and I just want to hear, how you guys are doing as I get going here. So feel free to drop questions as I'm kind of going through, because I'm going to be monitoring the questions as well. All right. So I see Lisa from Toronto. Hi, Lisa. Lamia, I'm hopefully pronouncing your name right, one of those two times, from Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, Charlotte. Charlotte's watching with us. Okay, very cool. All right, guys, so let's get started here. So a little bit, for those of you who haven't met me yet, I know I'm getting a lot of new group members each and every day. So just a quick intro for those of you who haven't met me. My name is Betty Kempa. I, in my past life, spent about a decade in corporate communications for various Fortune 500s. And today I am a business coach for coaches. I am a LinkedIn lover. LinkedIn is my jam. That's where I like to hang out. But Facebook as well. Facebook's also my buddy. But LinkedIn is one of my sweet spots. I am big on content marketing, as you guys could probably tell from a lot of these trainings. I'm on the Forbes Coaches Council. I was recently listed as one of the top coaches in Denver by Influencer Digest in 2021 here. So just a couple bullet points about me. But what you guys really need to know is I help corporate professionals ditch the 9-to-5 and repackage their genius into a six-figure coaching business. That's what I do. That used to be me, and those are the clients who I help. So let's get going here with the training. How to repurpose your content into a month's worth of social media post. I see Tanya from Wisconsin. Hey, Tanya. Virginia from New Jersey. Awesome. Okay, guys. So why is this important? You guys know I always have to tell you why I'm teaching you something before I just launch into talking about it. Why do I want you guys repurposing your content? Well, the obvious thing, an entrepreneur's most valuable asset is time. There's literally nothing more important, because we are all so freaking busy, especially those of you still coming out of a corporate job, right? So our most valuable asset is time. That's why I want you to repurpose your content. It's a time saver. We became coaches to coach. And I hear this all the time from coaches. It's like, whoa, I didn't realize I was supposed to be on social media to attract clients. And I get it, right? We went into coaching to coach. Not to be worried about what to post on social media each day. So that's why I want to, give you guys this training. Is there is a system to easily repurpose your content so that you don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. You know, I hear from so many of you that, you know, it's like you wake up on a Wednesday and it's like, oh gosh, I got to post to social media. What am I supposed to post today? And that's such a drag, and it's so stressful, and it takes you away from coaching, right? So let's create a system to make your life easier, to make your business easier, to allow you to focus on coaching, and believe it or not, so that social media can actually become enjoyable. Okay. So let's talk about, you know, what are your options here when it comes to repurposing your content? And I will say one other thing, just going back to this slide real quick. I have to give you guys this disclaimer. You know, I have lists of dozens of social media topics, things you could post about on social media. But I do want to tell you guys, that is not what this training is about today. I'm not here to you know, list out, here are 30 different things you could post about. That is a training I have in my toolbox, and I share that with my clients. But today's training is not about every post under the sun that you could possibly post. Today's training is about how do you take one piece of training content, how do you take one piece of content and blow it out into a week and blow it out into a month? How do you streamline? How do you make your life easier? So I did have to give you guys that disclaimer. I'm not going to be sharing every post under the sun you could ever post. I'm talking to you guys today about how to simplify, how to repurpose stuff so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. So had to go back and give you that. All right, so there are two different options when it comes to repurposing your content. Actually, there are three options, but for the sake of today's training, I'm going to focus on two of the options. Now, here's the key. When it comes to repurposing your content, the key is you need to anchor to weekly training content. And if you guys have been watching my stuff for a while, I'm constantly saying that all of you guys, everybody who's watching, if you want to build a six-figure coaching business, you have to anchor what you do each week to one piece of training content. And every week that training content goes live. Now, when I say weekly training content, I'm talking about free training content. So for example, some of you guys write blogs. Every Tuesday, you know, I'm making this up saying Tuesday, but every Tuesday your blog goes live. You post it on LinkedIn, you post it on your website, you send it to your email list, right? So for those of you who blog, great. That's your weekly training content. There's others of you, including me, who our weekly training content is live video, right? And this is free training content that I give to people, right? So for some of you guys, you're going live just like me, whether it's live on LinkedIn, you know, Instagram, Facebook, but you're going live once a week and you're providing value, right? And so when I say go live, it's, you know, it's not going live to talk about, oh yeah, this is what I had for breakfast. It's, I'm going live to teach you something, right? So the third option, which I'm not going to talk about today, but I do want to verbalize it. The third option is podcasting, right? So for some of you, your weekly training content, and I don't have it listed here, but I do want to say it's podcasting, and I love podcasting. It's great. Just, you know, for today's training, I'm not going to focus there, but you could easily use what I'm sharing with you today for podcasting as well. Okay, so each of you in your brains, I want you to drop into the comments, what form of weekly training content are you either doing right now? I'm blogging, I'm doing live video, I'm podcasting, or I want you to drop in the comments, which form of weekly training content will you commit to? Will you work towards? And again, guys, why are we doing weekly training content? Because this is how you attract new clients. This is how people learn about you. This is how people get to know, like, and trust you. So drop into the comments, pick your poison. Are you a blog person? Are you a live video person? Are you a podcast person? Okay. And I want to keep that in your brain as I'm going through this with you. Okay. All right. So now let's use the example of repurposing your blog, right? So that is option number one. So for those of you that, you know, hey, I'm a blogger, cool. I'm going to talk to you about how do I repurpose a blog into a week worth of training content and into a month worth of content. Okay, so in this example, I'm giving you a sample of a weekly social media schedule for someone who is a blogger. Now, you guys will notice, whether you're a blogger, a podcaster, or a Facebook Live video person, you should be once a week sharing a case study or a testimonial. You see that I have that listed for Monday, and you guys, this is arbitrary. This is a sample schedule. You don't have to follow this schedule. This is a schedule I often follow, but the bottom line, I don't care if it's Monday or Friday or what day it is, each of you guys should be posting some form of a testimonial or a case study once a week on social media. All of you guys should be doing that. And P.S., for some of you guys that are like, I only have 3 testimonials. How am I supposed to blow that out into a month, or 2 months or 3 months? You can, use different mediums. So for example, if someone gives you a testimonial on a video, you can then, put it into copy. You can then put one of their quotes into Canva. You can take one testimonial and blow it out into different mediums, video, copy, images, right? But once a week, I want you guys to commit to a testimonial or even a case study. You can kind of speak generically about a client win. So that's what I have listed for Monday. Now, in this example, we're talking about a blogger. So potentially every Tuesday, your blog goes live, and I have that highlighted here because that could change, right? That Tuesday, if you're a live video person like me, I'm going live on Tuesday, right? Live video. If you're a podcaster, maybe your podcast goes live Tuesday. In this example, we're talking about a blog. So that's the anchor. I want you guys to keep that in your head. The anchor is the Tuesday blog. Everything else, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, comes from that blog. Okay, so I'm going to go through each of these with you in separate slides. Wednesday, I'm going to talk to you guys about how do you create a 2-minute video from your blog. Thursday, how do you create a long form post from your blog? And Friday, how can you create some kind of a Canva quote from your blog? So again, what are we doing here? We're taking one piece of training content, a blog, and we're blowing it out into the entire week. And we're partnering that with a testimonial or a case study, which should be once a week. So if that's your once a week, your testimonial, you only need 4 other pieces of training content, right? All right, I'm going to check my comments here real quick. So Tanya, live video is what you're going to commit to. Awesome. Oh my gosh, I love it. Virginia, Facebook Live. Jim, you're committing to video. Awesome. And you guys know, I'm going live every week in this group. For the most part, I believe video to be highly, highly powerful. That being said, I love a good blog. That's how I got started, was blogging, and I did shift to video. But I love that you guys are committing to video. Okay, so let me just talk you guys through an example of how this could really work, right? So here is an example on a Monday. You guys will see me do this if you follow me on social media, whether you're following me on Facebook or LinkedIn. This is a real post, right? I posted this on a Monday. I did a screenshot with the permission from my client. I blacked out information that was, personal, got her permission, and I posted a screenshot, which by the way are highly powerful, of her basically telling me, oh my gosh, I landed a sale for $13,900, and it was one of her first contracts. So this is us celebrating, and of course I didn't just post the screenshot. On the left hand side you can see I gave a little backstory, right? I talked about this is her first major sale, this is the kind of coach she is, etc. So that's an example of a Monday case study or testimonial, right? So now let's talk about the anchor, and in this case, it's a blog. So when I talk about blogging, here's my recommendation to you guys. And honestly, most of you guys watching are going to do video. I see Charlotte, you're committing to video. Yep. So what I'm talking about here with the how-to blog, you guys, this could be for Facebook Live videos as well. So I want you to take this instruction here for your live videos. Step 1, I want all of you guys to get a basic spreadsheet and create a list of 1 to 3 months worth of either blog topics or Facebook Live training topics. So in your brains, everybody that's watching this training is going to do Facebook Live video so far. I want you guys to get a spreadsheet. I want you to come up with once a week, what is the topic that I'm going to do a Facebook Live about? And best case scenario, I'd love you guys to do 3 months worth of topics for your Facebook Live videos or your blogs. But even a month worth of topics, so that would be 4 topics, is good. So that's step 1. Step 2, which most of you are probably thinking, what the heck am I supposed to talk about? So whether it's blogging or Facebook Live videos, how do I pick a topic? Do I just pull it out of thin air, right? Like, how do I come up with it? So, just to kind of make it very simplified, how do you guys come up with either a blog topic, a Facebook Live video training, or even a podcast training? The easiest thing to do is to pick a mini lesson or a piece of your signature methodology. So when I'm talking about your signature methodology, and you guys know this is a part of what I teach, all of you guys should have a framework or a method of how you get your clients from pain to dream. And that should be 3 to 5 steps, or it could be 3 to 5 pillars, but it's almost like stepping stones. They come to you in pain. What are the 3 to 5 stepping stones to get them from pain to dream? And underneath each stepping stone are mini lessons, right? There are pieces of each stepping stone. So that is a part of what I teach, right? Is for you guys to kind of create this framework, this method. So that's the easiest way to build out a calendar, is to look at your signature methodology and to say, hey, I'm just going to cherry pick pieces of my method, pieces of what I teach, and pluck it into a calendar. And that's what I do. I choose my Facebook Live topics based on my own signature methodology, which is the 5 C's of building a 6-figure coaching business. I don't create this stuff out of thin air. I've already got a method, right? I spent time creating a method, so I just pluck pieces of that method out for my training. Now, the second way to choose either a blog topic or a Facebook Live video topic, and this is a really juicy one. I want you guys to listen to your ideal client avatar's pain points. So not what we think we should be teaching them, like I think I need to tell them about mindset or whatever. It's what they are saying they're in pain with, right? From a marketing perspective, you want to market to what people think they need help with. And then when you coach them, you give them what they actually need, right? So what are your current clients? Some of you guys already have clients. And so really listen, go back and look at your notes from your current clients. What are the biggest pain points they're struggling with? Where are they challenged? That is an awesome topic to do a blog or a Facebook Live video about. You could also take a look at your discovery call applications. So you guys know to book a call with me, people have to fill out a discovery call application so I can make sure they're a good fit before we hop on the phone. I have tons and tons of these applications, and what a gift to be able to go through these applications and look at. I ask a question in my application. I say, what's your biggest challenge when it comes to building a coaching business? And I have all these listed out in these applications. So for those of you who are using applications, which I hope most of you are, that's a great place to get topics for training, because people are telling you ahead of time what their pain points are. Ideal client avatar surveys is another place to get topics. So, all of you guys at least once a year, and I do this too, should be interviewing your ideal client avatars. So your ideal client avatar is the type of human you want to work with, right? So for me, most of my clients are current or former corporate professionals. They probably got a coaching certificate, and now they're trying to build a coaching business, and they're trying to transition from corporate to coach, right? So I go out and I survey ideal clients and I ask them, questions. What's your biggest challenge? What's your dream? What's your vision? What keeps you up at night? What's the number one outcome you want from coaching with me? So all of you guys should have these ideal client avatar surveys. This is, something else I teach my clients as well. But if you don't, you should get on that, okay? And that's another great place to get topics, because again, people are telling you what their pain points are. And the last place to look for pain points when you're like, I don't know what my ideal client avatar is struggling with, online chatter. So when I say online chatter, go to the Facebook groups, go to the, pages on LinkedIn, go to the online forums where your ideal client avatars hang out. Go where they hang out and read the comments section. What are people asking about? What are people struggling with, right? All of you guys coming away from this training today, I want all of you guys to have a Google Doc or a page in your notes section of your iPhone where you list all your ideal client avatar pain points. And every time somebody struggles with something, I want you to run to that list and add the pain point that you hear them talk about, because then you're going to have an ongoing list of potential Facebook Live video topics or blog topics, okay? All right, so here's just a basic example of what I'm talking about. Pull up a spreadsheet, right? Get a basic Excel spreadsheet, or, I'm using Mac, so I'm using a Google spreadsheet, and, make a list. Here I have 12 weeks, which equals, about 3 months worth of topics. So in this case, it's blog topics to anchor to, but this could very well be Facebook Live videos, right? You can list the date once a week. It should be the same day each week, the same time each week, and then your topics. Now, just to tell you guys, I made this up, but week 1, 5 steps to build a 6-figure coaching business, all that is my method. That's just my method. And you guys, if you check the guides section of this Facebook group, I did a training on this, the 5 steps to build a 6-figure coaching business. It was so easy for me to do that training because that is literally my method. So that is, something I could do a Facebook Live video, and I did do one on that. Week 2, how to choose your niche. Guess what? That is step 1 of my process. The first step I walk clients through is niche and messaging and positioning yourself in the market, right? So that's an easy topic for me to blog about or to do a Facebook Live video about. Week 3, how to create a killer coaching package. That is step 2 of my process. You guys see where I'm going here? Week 4, week 5, and week 6, each of those is a step of my signature methodology. How easy was that? I got 6 weeks worth of training content just based on my method. 5 of them are steps, and the first one is all 5 steps. Now, week 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, those are more about the pain points that I hear my ideal client avatars talk about, right? Lots of you guys are worried about the transition from corporate to coach. How do I do it? How do I make the transition? How do I go from a corporate 9-to-5 to being an entrepreneur, right? So that's a great blog topic. How did I know to do that? Because I listened to you guys, right? Feeling afraid, how to get over the fear of leaping into entrepreneurship. All of these topics, I'm not going to go through each of them. I came up with those based on the challenges that I hear you guys talking about. So all of you guys should be making a list of the Facebook groups or the online forums and all the places your ideal client avatars hang out, and get in there and put your ear to the ground and listen to what people are struggling with. That right there, this should be an action item I want all of you guys to take away. After this training, I want you guys to come up with 12 training topics, whether it's your blog, your podcast, or your Facebook Live video. Come up with 12 training topics and post it in the Facebook group here. We'll keep each other accountable, okay? So that's what we're going to anchor to. Highly important you guys get that done. So here's just a basic screenshot. On a Tuesday, if you're a blogger, you blog. That's your social media post for Tuesday. In this example on the left-hand side, I'm using LinkedIn. So LinkedIn Publisher has a function where you can write an article, and that's what's on the left-hand side. It allows you to input an image to go with your article. You input your headline, and then you write. It's not rocket science, right? It's just writing a blog and using LinkedIn Publisher to publish that blog alongside your blog on your website. So this for me was a post on a Tuesday. I didn't wake up wondering, what am I going to post today? I had already planned out, and this is the example, 5 steps to ditch your corporate job and repackage your genius into a 6-figure coaching business. That was a topic that I listed. That's just my signature methodology. And I made that into a blog, right? So I want you guys, all of you guys should have a signature method. If you don't, reach out to me. There's a link in the comment section of this Facebook Live video. Apply for a discovery call with me, because all of you guys should have clear messaging. You should be positioned in the market, and you should have a highly valuable, high ticket coaching package and signature methodology. If you don't, make sure that you book a call. But going back here, this is a Tuesday blog post, right? So already going back here, I've got a Monday case study or testimonial. I posted on social media, and I got my Tuesday blog. Now here's where we start to repurpose content. Here's where it can get fun. I think it's fun. So on a Wednesday, I already published my blog. On Tuesday, now I'm going to take that blog copy that I, poured my heart into, and I'm going to create a 2-minute video. So this is a real video. You guys could find it somewhere on my social media that I posted, the 5 mistakes coaches make that prevent them from hitting 6 figures. Guess what? Those were the 5 steps of this blog. That's all I did. I took what I wrote about in the blog, and I just looked into the webcam, and I kid you guys not, when you guys see me doing some of these short 2-minute videos, I'm just reading from, a previous blog I did. It's that easy. So let me talk to you guys about how to do this. So if you want to create, if you have a blog and you want to repurpose that blog into a 2-minute video, step 1, and this is literally what I do, I'll look at my blog and I'll pick a couple of the most powerful paragraphs from my blog, right? So if you write an article, go through and pick a couple powerful paragraphs that you're like, yes, these hit home. Literally, just turn on your webcam. I am not even kidding you. I turn on my webcam and I read 2 or 3 paragraphs from my blog. That is it. It's just a snip. It's a tidbit. It's a snip from my blog. P.S. Even like a 2-minute video, sometimes my videos go a little bit longer. For LinkedIn, they should not be longer than 10 minutes because you want to upload them directly to LinkedIn. But a 2-minute video is great for the algorithm. So a 2-minute video is just a couple paragraphs, reading it into your webcam. Now, what I do, I don't personally have it in me to create this headline. This is like, I just don't feel like it's not my strength is using a program to create a headline. And you guys should all have subtitles. You can't see from this screenshot, but all my videos have a header and then they have subtitles. There are tons of apps and programs out there to do a headline and subtitles. I don't use them because I don't want to spend my time doing that. And you can find a virtual assistant for $7 an hour who very quickly can create this for you. So all these 2-minute videos you see of mine, I just sent that out to a virtual assistant. And you guys can find virtual assistants on Fiverr. You know this, right? Most of you, Upwork. But I'm telling you, for so cheap, you can shoot out your video to them, a link to your video on Dropbox or Google. You can stick it in Google Drive. You send them the video and say, hey, virtual assistant, please add a header, please add a header and please add subtitles. And that's it. They flip it back to you. Okay, it's that easy. What do you need to do a video? I think you guys should have a microphone. You guys see me using a microphone. You should have lighting. If you're in front of a window, great, but you should have lighting so it looks professional. And then it's optional if you want a backdrop, if you want to get a fancier camera. Oftentimes I just use my webcam. I mean, I have a fancier camera, but you don't need to make this complicated. Tips are just smile, have fun with it and make eye contact with the webcam. So even though I'm reading, oftentimes I'm just reading my blog into the webcam, I'm going back and forth with my eye contact, right? Because eye contact is your webcam. So Thursday, so now you guys, just again, what do we have so far? We've got a Monday testimonial. We've got a Tuesday blog. Then we took the blog and we read a couple paragraphs to create a 2-minute video. We flipped it out to a virtual assistant. They added a header and subtitles. Now, what are we going to do Thursday? Thursday, you can do a simple long form post. So when I say a long form post, it's literally just a copy paste of words. It's copy. And I will tell you about LinkedIn. Some of the best engagement I get are from long form posts. For some weird reason, LinkedIn loves a long form post. Long form is no image, no video, just words. And how did I come up with these words right here? Create a package, don't sell hourly. Selling hourly is not a sustainable business model. You guys, this is a copy and paste from my blog. The same way I took a couple paragraphs from my blog and I read it as a video. Then on Thursday, I was like, okay, instead of reading this into the camera, I'm just going to paste it. Now you can be fun and you can add, I didn't do that here, but you can add emojis, you can add, fun little emojis. You want to add your hashtags. I'm not going to get into all that. I just want to tell you guys that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like, oh, what am I going to post on LinkedIn today? If you did a weekly blog, you just copy and paste a couple paragraphs into a long form post. That's all it is. So now we have Monday, a testimonial, Tuesday, a blog. Then we read a couple paragraphs into a video for a 2-minute video. And then Thursday, that same copy is just a long form post. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying repurpose your content. And P.S., don't be afraid of using the same content in different mediums. Unfortunately, sometimes only 10% or less of our audience even sees our post. So, somebody may not have seen your 2-minute video, but then they'll see this. So reuse your content. Again, the long form, it's the same paragraphs. The same paragraphs you read for your 2-minute video, you just paste it in. Or option 2 is, you could use a couple different paragraphs from your blog. Friday, right? So now we're at the end of the week. This is a screenshot from Canva. So I think most of you are probably familiar with Canva, but I won't assume. Canva's an awesome, resource for you to create graphics. So create a quote. Now, what I don't want to see is you guys quoting other people. You're going to quote yourself because you're the expert on your topic. So here I quoted myself. Selling hourly is not a sustainable business model. Selling hourly will not create transformational change for the client. Slap in a picture of yourself. You could put your logo, you could put your name, your coaching title, you're done. It's that easy. Now, how did I come up with this Canva quote? I didn't reinvent the wheel. That was from here. This is my long form post. And where was this from? This is from my blog, right? So my Canva quote, I just picked a juicy sentence from my blog. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to make that into a quote. Cool, right? So Friday, it's a Canva quote. So again, step 1, scan your blog, look for a powerful sentence. Step 2, pull that powerful sentence or quote by you from your blog and create your quote in Canva. You don't have to, but include an image of you with your quote. That's establishing you as an expert. Post the Canva quote on social media and also include a couple extra paragraphs that are going to provide context to the quote, right? So if I did this quote here, I'll probably include this copy, to back up a little context, what I'm talking about here. Okay. So again, long story short, repurposing your blog. This is a sample weekly social media schedule. I did my testimonial on Monday, and every Monday I do that. On a Tuesday, every Tuesday would be your blog if you're a blogger. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it doesn't have to be this. Like I said, there are 30 different social media topics that, I have that I share with my clients. But I just want to give you guys an example of how you don't have to beat yourself up coming up with social media posts. From one blog, you can create a 2-minute video, a long form post, and a Canva quote, right? One blog creates 4 pieces of training content. You only need 4 because Monday is your case study or your testimonial. So I'm just going to pop in here, make sure there are no questions. If you guys have any questions as I'm going through this, go ahead and post your question, and I will make sure that I answer your question before we conclude here. So I do want to go through one more option, which most of you said you're doing a Facebook Live video, and obviously that's what I'm doing as well. So this is a sample schedule. If your anchor, remember I talked about your weekly training anchor. If you're anchoring to Facebook Live video, you're committing. And I know for some of you, when you first get started, if you want to do once a month Facebook Live video, that's cool. If you want to do once every 2 weeks, that's fine. I would like you guys to work up to a point where you're doing some form of training content once a week. That's my goal for you guys. But start where you're at, right? Start wherever you're at. Even once a month is fine. But that being said, your anchor is your Facebook Live video every Tuesday, right? Unless I've got something crazy going on in my schedule, I try to go live for you guys every Tuesday. And now it's the same thing. Look, I'm taking this Facebook Live video. Guess what, you guys? I'm going to make a 2-minute video out of this after the fact. Then I'm going to do a long form post. Then I'm going to do a Canva quote. I will literally do this just to show you guys what I mean, right? But it's all starting with today's Facebook Live video. That's how I'm deciding the rest of these posts, right? And by the way, I may not do these this week. I may splatter these into next week, right? So you guys can do it however you want. You could do it all in one week. You could do a live training this week and then, put these the following week. It doesn't matter. Just my main thing for you guys is keep it simple. So again, same thing. Monday's your case study, right? Here's Krista with her $14,000 sale. Tuesday, here I am. This is in our Facebook group, How to Build a Client Attraction System. This is a real example. If you check the guides tab, I did a training on how to build a client attraction system. It was a good one. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet, right? So I went live in the group. Awesome. People showed up. It posted in my group, right? Then what did I do? Because I had all that awesome training content. I took 2 minutes worth of my Facebook Live video and I sent 2 minutes of that video to my virtual assistant. And I said, hey, can you add a headline? And can you add subtitles? You can't see here, but there are subtitles. What I also have in my videos, which you guys can ask your virtual assistants to do, is I have something called an outro. You've heard of an intro before. I have an outro. An outro is where your virtual assistant takes some content, whether it's pictures of you, marketing material, your logo, images of you, videos of you, and she can slice it at the end with music. So it's a branded outro. So check out my videos. You'll see what I'm talking about. How did I come up with this topic? I already did a Facebook Live. I didn't have to be like, oh, what am I going to do a 2-minute video about? It was this. I just took 2 minutes of this and it became this. Now you could either slice it from your Facebook Live video and send it to your VA, or what I like to do is I'll just refilm because it's 2 minutes. It takes me 2 minutes. I'll look at my notes from my Facebook Live video because I have notes, and then I will look into the camera and, I'll talk about it, right? It doesn't have to be hard. You can see down here, it's like a 2-minute video. Yeah, so that was a Wednesday. Then on a Thursday, you guys, these are real posts. You can go back and check my social media for these. This is literally exactly what I read into my video. I'm not even kidding you. This is exactly what I read. This video, this was my script. And this script was from my Facebook Live. It's the same thing. But then on a Thursday, I just, here's my cute little emojis or my icons. I made that into a post, and then I had a call to action right at the bottom, telling people to book a call. So this is the same topic. On a Friday, right, I could do a Canva quote. Your strategic outreach system should be running like a machine in the background. How did I come up with that? That's right in here somewhere, right up here. Outreach. Do you have a strategic outreach system in place? This should be running like a machine in the background. How did I come up with that? It was in my live video. It's all the same content in different mediums. That's the key. And as human beings, we want to process information differently. Some people like pictures. Some people are readers. Some people like videos. Some people like to be live with you. Give it all to them, but it can be on the same exact topic for that week. So again, here's my sample schedule. If I'm doing a Facebook Live video, I take a part of that live video and I create a 2-minute recorded video with subtitles and a header. I then put that into a long form post, and then on a Friday, maybe it's a Canva quote. Okay, so just an example for you guys. Charlotte, what if you don't enjoy writing blogs? Good question, Charlotte. Don't do it. Don't write blogs if you don't enjoy. So like for you, Charlotte, you're awesome on camera. You would be doing similar to me, right? So like Monday, Charlotte, could be your case study or testimonial. Tuesday could be your Facebook Live video, and you're training on part of your signature methodology, or you're doing a little Facebook Live video on a pain point that executive expats are dealing with. That's Charlotte's niche, for those of you who don't know. So Charlotte, on Tuesday, you're not going to blog. You're going to do a Facebook Live video. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if you wanted to repurpose that, right, you could do exactly what I have on the screen here. Tanya, is it okay? Let me see if I can see your whole post. Is it okay to go back to past clients and ask them for feedback from working together that you can use for testimonials? Heck yes, Tanya. In fact, I want to give you guys that as homework. Everybody watching, whether you're watching live or the replay, everybody that's watching should go back to all of their former clients and ask for testimonials. What was your life like before working with me? What was your life like after working with me? What were the tangible, specific results you got from working with me? And what was your favorite part of working together? You can ask questions like that. Tanya, when you go back to your clients, your former clients, ask for a video testimonial. Don't ask for a written testimonial. Ask for a video. Okay, that's what I want you to ask. If they don't feel comfortable, then ask for the written testimonial. Charlotte, how can you reduce the prep time on preparing your video? It can take hours of prep. So Charlotte, depends if I'm assuming you mean the Facebook Live video. So Charlotte, what I would say is, and like I feel you, Charlotte, I'm a planner too. I'm a prep person. I'm a planner. Here's what I'll say, Charlotte. It's going to get easier for you once we bake in your signature methodology. So the reason why it's easy for me, Charlotte, to do Facebook Live videos is because I already have a signature methodology. So I don't have to do a lot of prep. I don't have to do prep because I already have a signature method. So once we blow out your signature method, you don't have to do a lot of prep time. P.S. Also, Charlotte, I'm using a PowerPoint or whatever, a Google deck today. Don't use decks. The only reason I'm using a deck with you guys today is because I want to be able to show you like this kind of stuff that I'm teaching you. I just felt like it'd be easier for me to show you than a whiteboard. Like for you, Charlotte, we want to build out your signature methodology, and then Charlotte, just use a whiteboard. Stick a whiteboard behind you and just teach. So that's what I would say. Just simplify. Don't overthink things. But you and I, Charlotte, will work through this together. Okay, cool. Here's my disclaimer, guys. Last thing that I want to, kind of inform you with. And actually, this is a good example. So Charlotte had that good question like, oh my gosh, the prep time to get ready for this stuff. So you guys, this is my method. Choose the right niche. It's the 5 C's of building a 6-figure coaching business. Create a killer coaching package. Curtains up, launch your brand, client attraction system, right? My Facebook Live trainings are centered around my method. And I do want to tell you guys, this topic, today's topic, how to repurpose your training content, that's a part of client attraction system, right? Why are we repurposing our content? Well, because we want to be visible on social media, right? This is about, like you guys see, it's about attracting clients to your ecosystem like bees to a honey jar, right? This is how people find me. Is I show up this way. So all of you guys need to be learning what to do each day, week, each month. I want you guys to be the CEO of your business. And when you are moving out of, I'm an employee, I'm a solopreneur, no, you should be the CEO. So you guys have to learn what you have to do each day, how you have to show up to attract clients, and you also have to learn what to automate, what to delegate. Your client attraction system should be a machine running in the background. So what I just taught you guys is only a small piece of this. This is much bigger than repurposing content. So that's my disclaimer, guys, is, I hope you got a ton of value from today's training, but you really need to lock into all 5 of these steps. If you don't lock into all 5 of these steps, you could repurpose your heart out, but if you're not messaging the right way, if you're not niche down enough, if you haven't validated the marketing, if you haven't nailed your messaging, if you haven't tapped into the pains and dreams of your ideal client avatar, it won't matter if you repurpose your content, right? Part 2, if you haven't created a signature methodology, it's going to be painful for you to create this content, right? If you want to sell a high ticket coaching package, you've got to have a signature methodology. right? All of these things are imperative in building a six-figure coaching business. So that's my disclaimer for you guys, is I want you to get a ton of value out of today, but it really takes the whole thing. Okay, last thing I want to share with you guys, exciting announcement. Today is the last day I am offering 4 bonuses. And for those of you who have been following my social media, I've been talking about this for over a month, that there are 4 bonuses I'm offering for the new launch of my Build a Six-Figure Coaching Business. So, you know, I've been running this program for quite some time now, but I'm starting up a new group, right? I'm starting up a new group. So by applying, if you apply for a discovery call, and you can use this link, or you can use the link in the Facebook Live copy, I have it with this video. If you apply for a discovery call by today, end of day today, and if you get accepted into the program, you will get these 4 bonuses. So bonus 1 is $1,000 off monthly installments, or if you want to pay in full, you get a $2,000 bonus. So that goes away after today. Bonus 2 is I'm going to be doing a private 60-minute deep dive strategy session with you. You're going to get a 60-minute deep dive session where I'm rolling up my sleeves, I'm getting all up in your business, and you're going to have a comprehensive strategy on where I want you to focus first to get to 6 figures, because all of you guys are at a different spot. Bonus 3 is a full and customized social media profile audit. So important to attract clients. You have to have an optimized social media profile. So I will personally audit the social media profile of your choice, and I'll help you optimize it to attract clients. And bonus 4 is 30 days worth of Voxer access to me. For those of you who aren't familiar, Voxer is an awesome walkie-talkie app where you're able to give me a little love, send me a little walkie-talkie app, and ask questions, receive feedback, receive direction on your business anytime you want for 30 days. Okay, so I hope this was super, super helpful for you guys. Let's see. I don't see any other questions here. If anybody is watching the replay and you have a question, drop the question and tag me in the Facebook Live training, and I will circle back and answer that for you. Always such a pleasure seeing you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, guys.